My name is Khanh, and this is Matt. I don't know where he is, but thank you for letting me use your beautiful face for this presentation. Okay, I have a story about Matt, and he decides today that he wants to go grocery shopping. He goes to a vegetable aisle and picked out some fresh, locally sourced, low emissions carrots. And because he made an environmentally conscious decision, he was awarded with a 5% eco discount through an app called EcoZen. He realized that he can help save the planet and get a discount for groceries at the same time. So he wants to continue his responsible consumption habits in the near future. And that is exactly what I want to achieve with my app, EcoZen. Welcome to my presentation. So what prompted me and inspired me to create this project? So I noticed that within my community and perhaps many communities around the world, there is a gap between awareness and action. A lot of people are aware of the impact of carbon emissions and how that can drastically change the quality of life on Earth. However, we don't see that many actions taking place in the individual level. So I was trying to create something that bridges the gap through creating a personal incentive and utilizing community power. So how exactly am I going to enhance awareness and action and bridge the gap between them? So for enhancing awareness, I plan to have two functions that can help with visualizing personal and community impact of reducing carbon emissions. So the first component is carbon footprint estimation. So this will help a user visualize and estimate their impact on the environment by calculating their carbon footprint through three main areas: their transport use, food use, and electricity use. And they can see their progress and how consistent they're taking action through this virtual tree. So the more consistent your actions are, the more healthily the tree will grow. Otherwise, it will wilt away, and you have to plant the tree again. Yeah. And the second component is action. How am I going to make action more concrete and more easy to do? So I have this action catalog, which lists out habits or community events that people can participate to reduce their carbon footprint with a lot of other people in the community. So, and the bridging the gap is to provide personal incentive and utilizing community power. So this will be done through eco discount, which is what Matt got at the beginning because he was taking consistent action. So this will provide them with discounts for products or services that are environmentally friendly or low emissions. And the community tab, which allows people to interact with other users on the app and participate in community events so that they can reduce the carbon together. Togetherness makes create a lot of motivation for people to take action. So with that problem in mind and the idea in mind, how did exactly I do this project? So because I have no experience in coding whatsoever, this was the stage where I experienced the most challenge and pain physically. So I learned a bunch of coding languages, Java, Python, JavaScript, to create a React Native app. And I also learned about UX design and used Figma as my main tool. And also, I refined and investigate the problem further within my own community in Hanoi through talking to people, doing interviews, learning about environmental science concepts, and talking to my mentor, who is Ms. Nguyen Thị Khanh, a leading advocate in sustainable energy in Vietnam. Throughout the next stage, I applied my skills in designing an app mockup and a framework of how different functions interact. And through the stage 3, I used coding to build my prototype. And the most painful part is testing and debugging. As you might all know, it takes even more time than building the app itself. I spent hours and hours on Stack Overflow, who is now my best friend. It's a platform for developers and coders to ask questions and help each other solve problems. So I'm so glad I went through all of this because I've learned so much from making mistakes and redoing, trying error. It really helped me develop a growth mindset that anything is possible as long as you have the determination to learn. So what are the successes that I've accomplished throughout this project? I developed a app mockup through Figma, which is the user interface. And also I made a semi-functional prototype on Expo Dev. I've learned a whole lot of coding, UX, UI design, and today I'm presenting to you at Symposium, which is, thank you. And next, what is the future of my project? Because I'm working on the prototype, I want to finish a final product with a professional development team so I can finally release it onto the market. I also want to make eco-discount more localized through business partnerships with local stores and services in Hanoi. And also, I want to implement this app on a wider scale, starting from schools or organizations who are interested in reducing their carbon emissions, and then introduce this to the community so that everyone can use this and reduce their individual carbon footprint. Thank you. And so I would like to end this presentation with a quote that I keep in mind ever since I started this project. You have the power to create change. Use that power. You always have the capability to create change as long as you have the determination and the motivation. Thank you for listening. Yeah, you can scan this code for my LinkedIn or find me around today's exhibition, and I'd love to share with you my journey and what I'm planning to do next with my project. Thank you.